Well guys, it is a fairly nice day here in East Tennessee. You can see the sun is out. It is fairly warm, it's fairly comfortable, and I've been thinking about projects. Every time that it starts warming up, getting closer to springtime, and I have a sunny day, I start thinking about projects I can put in place. What can I do to increase my self-reliance? What can I do to make my life easier? Because, you know, making things easier is always better. The least work you can put in to growing your own food, prepping, as long as you get the job done still yet sufficiently. If you put in, you know, raised beds, those are easier on your back. It's easier to garden with raised beds. If you can mulch, that's easier than pulling weeds all the time. Try to figure out, you know, how you can be a lazy gardener. There's actually a book called The Lazy Gardener. I'll link to it, description box below, check it on Amazon. It's actually a pretty good book. If you can figure out how you can do stuff more easily, that's great. But I've been thinking about projects here, and I'm thinking about putting in a small greenhouse, maybe a couple of more raised beds, and the biggest project, probably it would be bigger than a greenhouse, would be a new chicken coop. The one I have is okay, but it's has some faults that I don't like. We'll talk about that here in a minute. We'll go down and look at it. Some things I don't like about that chicken coop, and I like to have something different. So I'm thinking about some more raised beds, a small greenhouse, and another chicken coop and another run. And maybe, you know, a few other projects too, but those are the main three I'm thinking about right now. Turn the camera around here and we will walk down through here and I'll talk about the projects and what I'm thinking about doing. So guys, I'm thinking about putting a greenhouse right here. You can see it's kind of shady because the sun, you know, is over there right now. But it's at a different location. It's up higher during the summer months. But I can cut this tree right here down, and maybe that one right there, and the sun will come through just about all day right here with a small greenhouse. Maybe a 8 by 10 foot greenhouse right here. The sun comes up behind the house and goes around and comes around this way and sets over there. So right here would be a good place, you know, for a greenhouse. I don't know if I'm going to buy one or not. I can buy one that's already pre-built. It's not actually pre-built, it's a kit, and they will come and put the kit together on your property. And that is about $3,000, I think that it is for. I think it's an 8 by 10 size greenhouse that will set right here. But I have to set it back away from the solar panels also, so I have to put it kind of back here on this hill, I guess, a little bit here maybe. I have to figure that exact location out for that greenhouse. I've wanted a greenhouse for a long time. Don't need nothing really big, just something to start plants early. And the big things that needs to be done garden-wise inside of a greenhouse. Chicken coop, you can see down there, I've had that since I've been here. This tree, this huge tree right here, you can see part of it is still standing there. That's how tall that thing was. And it's broke off. You can see another piece back there broke off first, and then this here broke off, and it's lodging this tree right here, so I'm about to get that down. And that's extremely dangerous to try to cut that out of there. So it's just that's the top. It's just on there just a little bit. Well, they must have knocked that down. If I could get a rope up there and might climb this side of the tree up here with a ladder, hook a rope to that on the corner and pull that back to get that off of there. But anyway, I've been wanting to build a chicken coop right here, but I was afraid to because of this tree. You can see here it did fall. I was afraid to cut the tree because that dead tree, trying to cut that tree, and that top, if it fell out while you were trying to cut that with a chainsaw, I mean, you'd be dead. So I've been waiting for that to fall down before I built, you know, another chicken coop. So I'm thinking about the chicken coop right here and make the run out this way, all the way out through here. Make it fairly large. And my garden area is right here. My in-ground garden area is. So the chicken coop, you know, will be right here. You can see it's kind of, still it's hillside right here, but I can build it up and level it up. Put a chicken coop right here and the run through here. Garden right here. So in the fall, you know, I can clean the chicken coop out like I do several different times, or from the fall to the through the winter and clean it out and just dump it right here and let it rot and compost itself in the garden area during the winter time. But this chicken coop, when I first bought this, it was just this green part right here. It was the green part with the bottom run, and the run goes out this way right here, as you can see. That's the way it was. Oh, girl, Buff Orpington. As you can see, here's what it was when I first bought this. The other part over there, I built that on here, and about 3 years ago, I think that it was, to give them, you know, more room, because this is really crowded and kind of small. So you can see this is kind of a janky situation right here. I put this back here like this lattice, because it would help keep any dogs from trying to get through. I actually had a dog try to get through here, a couple of dogs different times, and they haven't made it through yet, but they've definitely tried to. I have a light right here, a solar powered light. You can see that tree on this side of the tree right there when it broke. But anyway, I put these tarps here in the summer to get more shade in different locations. You can see right here, I had some dogs try to get in right here, and they actually broke some of this loose. I've got 3 layers of wire there. Actually needs heavier duty wire, and I will do that when I build the other one. You can see in there. They follow me around because they want food, and they have food in here. You can see this is what it looks like on the inside, and it's small. They go down right there. And one reason I don't like this coop is because the hens like to lay over there in the corner, and that can't be reached from here without, I got a grabber. I can reach over there and grab the eggs with the grabber and get those eggs out. She's wanting to lay right now in that corner over there, she's doing. So it's aggravating, it really is, because every time you can't get over there to get the eggs, and that's where they roost at. So they'll lay over there, they'll get on the roost, they will poop on top of the eggs and things when they're on the roost if you don't get them out every day right on time. Over there is where they need to be at. Laying the eggs in there where it's more easy to work with. This is difficult to clean out too, because the way it's set up here, you can't step into it. You have to stand in the doorway here and try to shovel any poop out and things like that. It's just aggravating. I'd like to have something, you know, bigger and a little bit better. And I'm thinking about a 8 by 8 foot chicken coop that I can actually walk into to get the eggs and the feed and the clean and the catch chickens when I need to. It's another thing in that coop there, it's difficult to catch. Difficult to catch the hens or the rooster, either one, inside that coop, because of the way it's set up. You can't just walk in there. And you know, you go in at night when they're on the roost, and you can shine a bright light in their eye, and they'll just sit there, and you can reach in and get a hold of the chicken and by its legs and pull it out, and you can dust it or whatever you need to do with it and put it back in. The way that is, it's difficult to do that, because you have to climb in there to get to them, and when you do, they're going to fly out. Plus, you know, it's difficult to climb in that small coop in that small space anyway. So it's just a pain in the butt. So if you're going to build a chicken coop, don't build one like that. Thinking about putting in 2 more raised beds here. See, I have 6 here. I have a level spot here. So I could put in one right here, long ways, and another one back here, long ways, for, well, I'd have 8 of these raised beds right here. Anyways, guys, that is my plans for right now. what I've been thinking about doing here. If you're making any plans, feel free to let me know, and everyone else know in the comment section below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Hope.